This is like 2022 in a nutshell for the JOSHINBETWEENER channel, right? Oh, that's better. Is it? I don't know. The year of 2022 started off with Vivinos, but I'll just say this much. I covered a lot of Vivinos in 2022. Barely any of it horror, and it was... I don't really have much of an opinion on it, I'm going to be honest. Then in February, I've got cue cards right here, just because I don't want to have the show on screen. In February, we had the Weird Gacha Games video, and the annoying thing about that was, as soon as I made it, I instantly got comments saying, well, what about this one? Well, what about this one? Well, what about this one? Because it turns out there's a bunch of gacha games that have had weird crossovers. I think the biggest one that I read in the comments was one called Identity V, which has done crossovers with like Persona 5, Danganronpa, and like a bunch of like weird stuff. But yeah, I said if that video did well, I'd make a sequel, but I think it only got a couple hundred views over like the course of months. Wish I got more views, but yeah, what can you do? And then in March, we had the Pumpkin Night vid. That video just keeps getting more views slowly over time, which is nice. It's nice, because like, I keep randomly getting comments on it. But for some reason, Pumpkin Night as a series, despite being like gratuitous, like a lot of the manga panels, even the ones I showed on screen, I had to censor a little bit, and most of the ones I wanted to show, I just couldn't because it's that gory. The viewer base is very young because it initially blew up on TikTok, and that's where it got any fame at all. But yeah, the Pumpkin Night video was fun. If I had to change anything about Pumpkin Night video, I mean, that edited sequence in the middle, I like that. I'm quite proud of that. There are problems with it, but I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good video overall. Yeah. And I think between March, like after March, it was just Vivino stuff for a couple of months. Then in May, I uploaded the how COVID almost killed the FGC. The thing about that video was it was for university. Shut the fuck up. I don't want texts now, dog. The thing about that video was it was for university, and there's a story behind it, because the highest grade I could have got for that was 100, obviously, right? But since it was like a documentary piece, I needed interviews for it. But if you watch the video now, you can see there's no interviews. Well, what does that mean? What did I get? Basically, throughout, I had like a couple months to work on it, and I just messaged and emailed a fuck ton of like FGC like people, like fucking James Chen, Problem X, via my, like a bunch of just like famous big names, and just like a lot of famous British players, or like, well, famous in the FGC anyway, because you might not know fucking like Problem X's or whatever, but just a lot of famous British players, famous commentators, just like anyone in the FGC who had like who I thought might have had something to say on the topic. Problem was, I messaged like, I'd say about 30, but the one who did reply after I'd edited the fucking video, I'd fully edited the FGC COVID video, like for uni, and James Chen replied after I was done. And I was like, you motherfucker. You fuck. And I messaged him back being like, I'm sorry, because I emailed him and I messaged him on Twitter. Like, I went through multiple channels for each person. Like, I was really going for it. Like, I'd message them on Insta, Twitter, if they had all the socials, and then I'd email their business email on top of that. Like, I fully went ham trying to find people for like the documentary. It was a documentary in quotation marks, right? But I like looked into it and I couldn't find anyone like who would respond. But James Chen's finished after I did it, and he said, oh, sorry about that, like if you ever need me for anything else like FGC related, just message me, but message me a lot, because I don't reply as much as I should. I said, okay. So in my head, I've got a favour of James Chen in the future if I ever need it. I don't think I've ever mentioned that. If I had, I might put it up in passing, but me and James Chen, we're homies, bro. We're BFFs. Anyway, after May, what we got? Also in May, the Fire Force video. Why Fire Force's ending made me cry. I liked that video. That video was fun. I remember when I was editing it, I thought the beginning of the video was very boring, and I just wanted to get into like the actual ending part, so I just tried to spruce it up a little, edits and stuff, but there wasn't too much I can do, because I didn't want to show my face for that video too much, except for like the random shit post where I'm vibing and stuff. But I think it's got about 300 and something video views now, which is a shame, because I really put time in that one. A lot of my videos, as I say, obviously everyone who makes videos wants their videos to get more views. That's human, right? But I don't know, that video always annoyed me, because I put fuck ton of time on that one. Never fucking... Yeah, but what can you do, I suppose? And then in June, we had the Street... I did the fucking, on stream, I looked at a Street Fighter 6 trailer, and I just cut that up and made it into a video. It's not very good, I don't think, but, didn't get many views. I'm not really boshed. It was a whatever video, I'll be honest. And then after that, also in June, there was the animal abuse on YouTube video, which was like another like stream highlight type video where I just cut apart a stream. But the more I like look at that video, I got a decent amount of views. I think I got over 1,000 views as of now. But the thing about the animal abuse video is that I was like making too many jokes when I was editing it. I was like, fucking hell, this is a depressing topic. Why the fuck am I making so many jokes? Granted, that's fair enough because it's depressing and I'm trying to lighten the mood. But Jesus, I was making fun of someone's fake Gucci t-shirt as they were like fake rescuing an animal. It's weird. There's way too much gore, especially animal gore on YouTube. The topic in itself is very depressing, and the video was like kind of half-assed. But anyway, also in June, looks like I was grinding in June. Goddamn, the thumbnail rant video. I like that video. I think it's funny. I think that video is funny. I like it. I don't know if this will pick the fucking mic if I hold it this close, but the thumbnail rant video, I genuinely think, ironically enough, the thumbnail might have killed it, which is quite... Because the whole joke about the thumbnail is that the thumbnail's terrible, and in the video, I'm making fun of bad thumbnails, right? I guess that was too meta. But overall, I think the video was funny. I think it's a little bit outdated because I haven't seen a shitpost status in a while, and I talk about shitpost status in that video. I haven't seen like a meme titled shitpost status in fucking forever. Maybe that's just me. Maybe they're still going on, but I don't think they're like a thing anymore. What's that? It's also in July. The Demagogue and Monster Files. I need to jump back on that. I haven't made a Monster Files in a while. I could do one about Nemesis. Like the term, like the Monster Files as like a series, right? It's such a like broad series because I can cover fictional things. I can cover like actual cryptids. When I say actual, I don't fucking think Mothman's real. Be dope if he was, but like, you know, I've covered Jeff the Killer, Mothman, Slenderman, the Rake, like I've covered, and the Demogorgon. So it's like Monster Files, I can literally cover whatever I want. I covered Momo, even though Momo's not even like a monster, it was like a trend, you know. So I could literally cover whatever I want in Monster Files as long as there's like a singular character that can be the focal point of the video. So I could do another Monster Files again at some point. Then also in July, the first layer of the iceberg. Now I think was that the first video? I started editing that video while I was moving, and then I finished it after I moved, I think. It was weird. It was good. I like that video. I like the iceberg stuff. Like, literally, but just before I started recording this video, I was writing more of the script for the fourth layer. But as I've said before, I want to finish the script for the fourth and the fifth so I can record them, cut them, and then just edit them so there won't be, like, a huge gap between 4 and 5. So then all 5 layers will be out, and then, like, I don't know, a week or something after that, where maybe there's just a gap for an upload, I'll release like the full iceberg in one. I don't know. Anyway, in August, Bridget Quest. This was just like a Guilty Gear shitpost when Bridget came out, but the annoying thing is, as soon as I made that, I saw other people do the exact same thing and get more views, but like worse edited. I'm like, bruh, what? Mine just was cooler and it got less views. Bruh. August, this is the only other time I'm going to bring up Vivinos. I made the video, Where is Vivinos? The only reason I bring that up is because Vivinos, well, Q Meng, who's like part of Vivinos, commented on the video being like, we are not dead. Because in the intro of the video I go, are Vivinos dead? No. And then they felt the need to comment, we're not dead. I just thought it was nice and wholesome that they like commented on the video, because I've been covering Vivinos for like, what, 2 or 3 years now? And then they like finally, that's cool, I like it, it's nice. Anyway, September, I made the debunking JoJo, like dumb JoJo theories video. People still try to argue someone tried to argue in the comments of those videos. I said it before on stream, but for some reason I never realized until now, JoJo fans are some of the most arrogant while also being the most really. I never realized how like up your own ass you can be until I like made JoJo videos and on TikTok and shit like that. Like, holy fuck. Actual specimens. Jesus. Anyway, also in September, the second layer of the iceberg. I think the second layer of the iceberg, there was a problem because I was too scared to spoil stuff. So I'd bring up the initial concept of a series and then just say, I can't say anymore, and because I don't want to spoil it for you. And then I just like, I didn't really say anything about the series I brought up, which is a bit annoying because it just made me sound very vague, and like I wasn't telling you why these were horror series or why you should watch them. I was just saying, this is cool, it has a cool twist, I don't want to spoil the twist, go watch it. And I didn't really say why, you know. Anyway, October is Killer Queen a Requiem stand? No, and my video said so, and the video made people angry. What can you do? Also in October, I made the full compilation of all the Vivino stuff. That was about 3 hours long. It's weird to think in hindsight, like over the course of me covering Vivinos, there's like 3 hours worth of content. That's 3. Yeah, there's 3 hours worth of content. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. Fuck me. Because they're not long videos. I guess I like the sound of my own voice, as my family would say. Goddamn. Also in October, the fall of anime 2022. Yet again, I think this video's funny. And I got a comment on the video saying, oh, this should have more views. And I'm like, fuck yeah, it should. It was dope. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about it. I just like that video. I remember wondering what to do for the thumbnail though. But I eventually figured it out. And then in November, 2 Bleach videos. The first Bleach video was the video about Bankai. But the annoying thing about this is, this was my first ever sponsored video. And I think still, as of now, it's like under 200 views. Like, I got paid 40 quid for that. The video did terribly logistically. Yeah, I've got like an affiliate link and stuff. Like, it is my first ever sponsored video, and it just kind of died on arrival, which is a shame. It's a shame. But, and yet again, with the Bleach video following that, I think it was called like Helen Bleach is Annoying or something like that. It was my first ever time doing a video where like I just stood up in front of the camera and discussed. Without like, I just had brief notes like on a document in front of me, and I didn't really have a script or anything. And it was kind of like the Lovecraftian Waifus video, because that didn't have like a full script. The Lovecraftian Waifus video had rough notes, and like, here's the thing, with my older videos, I put a lot more planning into them in regards to editing. I made like full editing notes and like set pieces that I wanted to do. I was a lot smarter back then, I think. But I was better at planning, but worse at editing. But now I'm worse at planning and better at editing, right? So, like I'd say, I want this there, and I'd put a timestamp. Like, I've got a folder somewhere in here of just like handwritten notes from like the World of Horror video, the Lovecraftian Waifus video, just like all the like Why You Should videos. But I need to do that still. Anyway, November, the 3rd layer of the iceberg. Not much to say on it. I just need to hurry up and finish and get that iceberg out, because it's taking fucking forever. And in December we just had, Vivinos and Sodi Ken. That's it. That's like, for the year, that's a decent amount of videos, right? Because there's still like other Vivinos videos that aren't on the list that I haven't mentioned. Like, I uploaded a good chunk of videos. Considering I was either in uni at the time or at work, I think I've done quite well. Like, over the course of this year, let me check, I had the stats up. Like, what? I think that was it. 5.4k subscribers over the course of the year. And overall, 2.3 million views this year. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. Over 56,000 watch hours. Jesus, lad. That's a lot. Granted, a lot of that's from YouTube Shorts and stuff, but... Granted, next year in January, YouTube Shorts are becoming like monetizable properly, so that might very much help the channel a lot. I can make a couple more shorts, and if I can make money from them, that'll make my life 10 times easier. But anyway, there's not much to say. I think this year has been very good for the channel. But overall, thank you, fellas. Thank you too on the Patreon. For now, this video is like just for you, but I might like say like 2 weeks from now, like just like cut it up a little bit and then put it on the actual channel, just as an upload. See if it does well. I doubt it will, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you, fellas. Toodles my doodles. Peace.
Now I'm motivated.